Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Call Loretta. Hang on, one step at a time.
We'll get there one day at a time.
Exports Live brought to you by CMB Linen. AJ Good here with Michael Marks, Clint Brazier. No Hayden Burks. He decided to pull a Sam Camp and crash. And actually, he said he was rear-ended. So
sounds like the other person.
I think we need to see the video evidence here, Clint, to see if he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah, we have to make sure that he wasn't in reverse. He's just, I guarantee you, he is scared to death that we're on here calling him Crash right now.
Yes. Well, that's already taken. We need to find,
Crash Jr.
Crash Jr.?
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
From back in the day. We'll find something. We've got to find something. Bob Holly.
Yeah, there you go. You get
Crash Holly. Crash Holly. Well, guys, it is week number 1 of the high school football season. It's right here. But first, we've been very busy on the volleyball front of it. Summertown, Loretto, and Lawrence County, all of them each playing 2 games, and the Lady Cats off to a very strong start. 5-set win against Loretto on Monday night, and a very convincing win against Franklin County last night right here at the Ralph.
I know you guys were having technical difficulties on that, but I did tune in for just in and out. I was swapping back and forth to Eagleville and Summertown, but from what I did get to hear, it was good. But you got 2 volleyball teams there that I don't know. It's like after that first set, I thought, well, Loretta's just going to do what they do, and then Lawrence County kind of lit a fire.
Yep.
I know Loretta did have a player that's injured that I'm hoping. I don't know if anybody's got a report or not.
I haven't heard anything yet.
But it was a good big.
I think she was. Yeah, I think she was having an MRI today or tomorrow.
She went
It's a player you don't want to have to do without.
Anna Kate Cheatham, she hurt her knee, and that's one of their big outside hitters. And was big in their state championship run a year ago, and I know was going to be a big part of what they're doing now.
So now that's just one more player you have to replace. I saw that. Trying to think of the last time that Loretto and Summertown both lost their volleyball openers, and it's been a long time. But Loretto got back on track last night with Hampshire, so they look like they're obviously you gotta move on and move forward without Anna Kate, but. They looked pretty comfortable yesterday against Hampshire.
Where did Lawrence County go last night? Was it Franklin?
They were here against Franklin County.
Franklin County here.
Won pretty convincingly. They 25-13, 25-4, and then 25-9.
I didn't hear your total, but it seemed like every time I came back to watch, Aaliyah Dixon was getting a kill. How many did she end up with?
She had 21 against Loretta and 19 against Franklin County last night.
And those, Loretta's 5 games, but last night was 3 games.
Yeah, 3.
And still had 19.
Wow.
It's a completely, if you're watching last year's Lawrence County team to this year's Lawrence County team, so many different names. It's Leah and Reagan Brazier are the only 2 that you recognize. Everybody else is different.
Exactly. We were watching it, and Gretchen said, "Do you know anybody on there?" I said, "My cousin and Dixon."
Yeah, it's the only 2.
Yeah.
Man, they passed the ball really good. It didn't seem like any situation was too big for them. And this is a very, very young team, and they are, very poised in those big moments. It's pretty impressive to watch that happen.
Yeah, and especially when you got a team like Loretto coming in that the season and the run they went on last year. And to bring them in with a bunch of new players that haven't played on this high school court in a high school game yet. I think the little things like the Chris passing and talking and stuff like that. I think that goes a long way, and that may have been the difference in that game.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Loretto, this is what the early part of the year is good for it. Working out some kinks.
Can't win a state championship in August.
That's right. The team that you see now is probably going to be way different than the team that you see heading into late October, early October, when you start playing those region and district and district, region, and sub-state games. And I'm sure Nick Quillen's probably going to cut down his rotation a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 players, and find the right mix. You hope everything, if Anna Kate's fine and she can be able to make a comeback. If not, you got to find a way to adjust, and they got a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Well, and look, don't make light of it. Yeah, but they've still got to replace Allie Weathers and Becca Heineman.
I'd say they replaced the 4 seniors from last year,
and nothing against the other 2, but those 2 right there could play for any team in the state and be their best players.
Right.
So that it's just going to take a while for people to get their boots wet. Yeah. It just is what it is. Yeah. Summertown. I don't know. They've got something about Eagleville. They couldn't beat them in the SmackDown, and then they went to 5 sets. And I don't know. It just looked a little sloppy. But as you said, like Coach Quillen, Coach Kelly's seeing she's giving everybody chances right now, and it's a bigger rotation. And you're going to see things like that. still had to go to Perry County, and whoever had to make that trip, Will, sorry, whoever. I mean, I don't know.
It was quick.
I don't know
It was
who.
quick.
I don't know who. There ain't no quick trip to Perry County.
I missed the game.
Yeah,
It only lasted 47
You feel like it drove to
minutes
hell
plus
and
the
back.
intro.
But speaking of volleyball, did you see TSSAA's new stoop? They can't ever make a good change.
I was getting ready to mention it for those who don't know. In effect, this year, the state tournament, once you have the Murfreesboro, is going to be single elimination, and I do believe they will play the championship games at the Glass House. So that part is good. But there's not going to be that. How many great comebacks have we seen? My first year here, unfortunately, it happened to Summertown, but South Green made this unreal losers bracket comeback.
Well, see, that's the thing. If that was in effect then, Summertown would have that state championship, and Loretto had next year. Summertown wouldn't have won it the next year.
Summertown had to come.
Well, and the thing you mentioned about that South Green run, Loretto beat them in the first round.
Yeah.
They had to come all the way through the losers bracket.
South Green, and I forgot who they played before they got to Loretto. Was down.
I think it was Sale Creek.
It was Sale Creek.
Yeah.
They were down 2-0. Stormed back, won the next three. Then won three in a row against Loretto. And then, was it 5 sets against Summertown?
It was, but Summertown just blew. I mean, that first set, I think we won like 25-12. I thought, well, this is going to be a quick state championship, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh crap, South Green wasn't ready to go home yet, and it went five sets, and it was just a heartbreaker, man.
I mean, part of it is, I don't necessarily mind the single elimination. I hate that they're still going to make them stay and play this consolation.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. If you can't win a silver ball or, most importantly, a gold ball, do you think any of them kids give a damn about staying around to play for? Well, we're third place.
Yeah,
I can't wait to play
Nobody
this.
cares.
Yeah, this fifth place game is going to be a real hoot.
In front of just your parents and family.
Because I would say the whole school. I would say because in a
You
consolation
think
game,
your student section's coming up there to watch?
no. They're going to be at the state championship game watching.
Well, your crowd ain't.
Yeah.
But you're basically taking out a team's chance to run a gauntlet and do something, and if your first games, if you just don't have, if your bus breaks down and you don't get no warm-up time and you get there, you get beat.
You're SOL.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good luck next year.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
I mean, but how many, it's like you said, Clint, how many great come-from-behind stories have we seen that come out of losers? Ever since I've been here, it's happened a lot.
The only thing that should have changed, if you were going to make a change, was the undefeated team has to be beat twice.
Right.
That's the only change that needed to be made, because it is hard to stomach. It happened to Summertown and it happened to Loretto. Now, it's worse for Loretto because Summertown was the one that did it to them.
Yeah.
But you've done what you're supposed to do, and you actually beat the team the day before.
Yeah.
And then they can just come in and beat you one time, and you've got the same record, but they're champs and you're not.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Let's think of it. You got the Glass House all day. It's not like they got anything going on that day. If you got to come back around in the evening and play, do it.
Well, and if you're going to keep it at high schools or wanted to do that, that's fine. Hey, we'll turn around and do it again. That's why you block off another hour and a half if you need to.
Right.
It's Murfreesboro. People got places to go.
Well, I mean, there's not a shortage of places to play at. I mean,
you can go anywhere shooting. You can bring it over here.
Yeah.
We got plenty of room over there at the Ralph. But I've always found that weird too, that you do everything's double elimination
until the championship.
Yeah. So you can put what it takes you got to win 3 games to get into the championship. So you do all that hard work. And this team who had to fight this gauntlet, you don't force them to beat you twice.
Yeah, it's almost a little bit like baseball, but baseball is a lot more fair because you're not seeing the same teams. If you do what you're supposed to do in your pool and you don't lose, well, you've probably got better pitching set up for this one-game showdown. And you may have a team that...
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's fair. It's this way. It's not fair.
Right.
Look how important the drawings mean now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because you get a bad draw. Well, sorry.
What if it is Eagleville that Summertown?
Yeah. Summertown. Let's say Summertown beats everybody all year, but they can't beat Eagleville.
And that's
they go, and that's who they draw first round. because you've got a chance if you're opposite from somebody else might put them out.
Yeah.
I've seen some of those. I'm like, where Summertown gets East Robertson right off the get-go last year. I'm like, you can't, my state does not do many things right when it comes to high school athletics. I think
I like how they do the playoffs though.
Football is top 16 in each class. They do that right, but I forgot the point I was going to make.
Oh, no.
we don't do many things right. But in basketball, when you go to the state tournament, they seed you. So the supposed best team in your class is going to play the supposed worst in the state tournament.
The two best aren't going to play each other in the first round.
Right off the get-go, because it happened way too many times. And, where the first round is, this team was number 1, this team is number 2. But guess what? They're fighting in the quarterfinals, not fighting in the state championship. So you're not setting up the best.
Well, and I can honestly say it's worked in our favor because the first time we went to the state tournament, my oldest daughter, and it would be the second time we went, and it was the first state runner-up, and we got the best draw you could get because the first 2 teams they called out were Pickett County and Greenfield, who everybody had winning it all. Greenfield actually did win it all, but you also had Clark Range right there with them, who's always. I mean, our side was. I mean, hey, we're good, and we had a lot easier route.
Well, and then there's the thing that comes to my mind is Loretto's girls basketball, the state tournament last year. The teams on their side, I think if you take away Loretto, I think the teams on their side had 3 losses combined between all 3 teams.
And then they were exhausted by the time they got in the state championship game because of who you had to beat just to get there.
And not to say,
Westview, Gatlinburg, Pittman. I remember both of those teams.
I would say, honestly, the 8 teams that made the state tournament last year. There wasn't an easy draw. All 8 of those teams were amazing.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, this is if you see any Summertown fans watching, I don't want you, but I think there's you never can say at Summertown, just like Loretta, that we're happy just getting there. You're not.
No.
But last year, what those girls did to go to win that sub-state, I mean,
that was a great game.
I just that whole ride home, I was just like. And I couldn't breathe. And so me and you called that game. They played with about a half, and then or was that me and Timmy?
It was you and Timmy.
Past year, it was you and Timmy.
But
me and you did the.
But I do see what you're saying. When I looked at it, I thought, well, maybe they've got a pretty good draw, and then I saw the other 7. I went, there ain't no good draw.
Yeah, no.
There is no good draw this year.
Say Loretta beat McMinn Central.
Nobody sneaked in here this year.
34-1, and then you get Westview in the second round that hadn't lost to a team in the state of Tennessee.
About 3 years.
Yeah.
But hey, at least Loretta got one of the greatest coach meltdowns in the press conference you've ever seen.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
And he quit.
Yeah, right after that.
I hate that we missed that.
I heard parts of it. I heard what they were saying when they were walking out. It was pretty epic. It was very epic. But guys, it is week 1 of the high school football season. We've it's exhausting, doing all this volleyball, and then we've actually got 2 games. We got Collinwood. It's their first game tomorrow, and then we have a game in Alabama. Gadsden and Muscle Shoals. I'll be on the call with that with a former legendary UNA quarterback over there on Thursday night, and then Friday. The big one, one of the big ones in this area, Summertown in Lawrence County, right over here at Hendrick Stack Stadium. Summertown coming off their first ever win against the Wildcats a year ago and looking for back-to-back, while Lawrence County looking for some redemption and some revenge here.
Well, I mean, I'm a long ways from my playing days, but there's nothing you can tell me that I wouldn't feel 100% sure that Lawrence County had this marked.
They kind of have.
I mean,
you think?
They've really had it marked.
There's no way they haven't had this marked ahead. Yeah. And there's still a lot of question marks out. New coaching staff, probably a new system. Mm-hmm. From what I saw against Lauderdale County, things looked a little different. Yeah. Summertown, you couldn't really tell what the biggest question mark was from that jamboree. The biggest question mark is, what are they going to look like in the third and fourth quarter?
Right.
Because there's going to be some series, like if they go to punt, there may only be 2 kids that swap out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the big question mark. Now, I loved what I saw the other day from Summertown. Max Dillard does a good job running that offense, keeps everything under control. No penalties.
Right.
which you usually will see
A lot
early, because Cornersville had quite a bit, so it wasn't like they weren't calling them.
Right.
But no penalties, very disciplined. Got about 4 kids that are running the football. Got some jet sweep guys and got some power backs. Eli Schaefer, who been our linebacker for the last 2 years, well, he's going to be running it this year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a football game. I know this sounds like cliche and we say it all the time, but I think whoever gets to play they want to, their style,
Yeah.
the most is probably going to win this football
Right.
game.
And like we saw a year ago, turnovers were huge. If Lawrence County had 3 turnovers and all 3 of them were driving, especially that first one when it looked like they were going to go right down the field, an easy 6 points, get the extra point. Okay, you're ahead, and you throw that interception. Summertown capitalizes on it. Then you have a couple other late turnovers, and things just kind of changed everything out there. Sorry, I don't know why my phone just did that.
I swear I thought I was hearing voices. I was like, well,
I did
it's
too.
time.
I
It's
did
time.
too.
Gretchen, go ahead and get me checked in.
But turnovers were a big factor in that game.
and some personal fouls.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
you can have.
Which that
In a tight
that was
game.
that was kind of a theme with that team a year ago. I know they've talked a lot about it, eliminating those self-inflicted wounds, and that it cost them in that game. It cost them in a couple other games throughout the course of the year, and I know Coach Barnett is really wanting to cut down on that this year.
Oh yeah, those first down 15-yard penalties hurt a lot, because then that completely derails a drive.
I like to say,
we
Lawrence
saw
County,
it-
you better get ready. I'm coming home, and I'm bringing a big fella with me. Me and Dusty's on that call Friday night.
I may or may not, just depends on we've with our Alabama staff. We're good for the rest of the season except for this Friday. So
Well, either way, if you come or don't, I'm still going to be there.
I know you're going to be there, whether I'm on the call or I'm in Deschler, one or
Right.
the other.
And I'm not even going to try to compete with that. I mean,
Yeah. Well, you've got Loretto. Speaking of a first-year head coach, Bryce Glass, his first game, and they will see that Cornersville team on Friday night. And is that home or away?
it's at Loretto.
I thought
Yep.
it was.
It's a home game.
My mom was blanking a bunch there, but hey, this is a big game for them. Cornersville's tough. They're big. They're physical, and this is a good test for Loretto right off the get.
Yeah, and talking about how much different Lawrence County and Summertown have looked. Loretto looked a lot different. This isn't the same team throwing it all over the yard anymore. They had a couple good deep pass plays, but these are it's a lot different.
Well, you're playing a really good Wayne County team. That's a lot of expected out of them, too.
Yeah. They ran the ball really well, but Loretto did. They had a bit of a tough time stopping the run. Wayne County liked to move the pocket around a lot, and that caused some problems. But, I mean, on the offensive side, they ran the ball good, and they can get the pass plays when they need them. Defense leaves a little bit to be desired. They got pushed around a little bit with Wayne County running the ball, but did a fair job stopping the pass game and kept that one relatively close there until the end.
Let me say this about Cornersville. I know I told you off air. I feel good about Loretto, but now they did have maybe 3 to 4 kids not dressed out, just in their street clothes over there, and 2 or 3 of them were pretty big size. Yeah. But now, what was actually on the field against Summertown? Now, obviously, they're still bigger than Summertown. Hell, everybody's bigger than Summertown, but they weren't huge,
Right.
And I feel like them having to come from Cornersville, drive to Loretto, that home environment, I think that's going to be a really good first game of the year for Loretto.
Yeah, and I think the fans are going to be hyped up, obviously. First game of the year, new coaching staff, a bunch of new players. I think it's going to be really exciting for the community to see everybody come out Friday and support the
I
Mustangs.
saw Coach Glass today, and the one thing he said, they're going to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And they switched some things up. They put a lineman back there, and I saw him run it a couple times today, and I was like, man, even for the practice squad guys, they don't want anything to do with
He
it
made
right
he
now.
made a Wayne County defensive back near the goal line, and I'm surprised that kid got back up. That's all I'll say.
Hey,
It's a pretty big kid. I interviewed him today. I went, man, I did not want to tackle this kid whatsoever. But we also have some other good matchups. We mentioned Collinwood. They got St. George, and Rick Rice's son is the coach there at St. George. And Collinwood doesn't know much about that group, so they're basically flying blind going into this game here on tomorrow night. And then a big one. Used to be region rivals. Now they're not. They're opposite regions, Wayne County and Richland, over at Wayne County. And Richland, who is really good on the road and actually won at Wayne County a year ago. So these are, I know Richland lost a lot, but
that's gonna be a really good game.
Hear them from what I've been hearing from their jamborees and their scrimmages. They reloaded in a really good way.
Well, I know I told you guys the quarterback at Richland, the freshman Schrader.
He looks great.
I coached his oldest sister in softball for years, travel ball wise, and you could just see that kid coming up. And when he's like 10, he could throw a football across a parking lot. And I got to watch, and they played right before Summertown the other night, and he had 2 touchdowns in a 1 quarter.
Yeah,
and I mean, look great. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Richland, Wayne County, that week 1 matchup.
That's a great.
That's
game.
a hell of a week 1 matchup. That's kind of like Ohio State, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, because those 2 good squads going right there.
Right, absolutely. That's gonna be a fun one. And of course, we start our coverage in Alabama. We've got Gadsden and Muscle Shoals tomorrow night, and then Russellville and Deschler. Pretty good rivalry there on Friday night. So we're certainly indoctrinating ourselves. and then the next Thursday we got Muscle Shoals at Florence. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's going to be a war
at Brawley Stadium. And also next week we'll be talking week 1 of the college football season. But week 0 is coming up. We'll take a look at some of those games, and also
while we're still on, I want to give a shout out and condolences to the family of Coach Stephen Darwin. He filled in and really did a good job with that softball program at Loretta. And I know he helped Coach Ashley Rutledge in the girls' side and as good as a coach he was, he's an even better person. Yeah. I got to meet him quite a bit and have some conversations with him. He's a real fine fella and lost his battle with cancer. So our condolences go to his family.
Yeah, I also had several good conversations with him as well. It was always fun to be around Coach Darwin. So.
Yeah, I would say I was never there when he was I think his first year teaching was my senior year, so I didn't have a whole lot of time with him in like a student-teacher interaction. But yeah, I mean, like y'all said, he's just an all-around great guy.
Mm-hmm. We'll start discussing some local and national topics when we return here on X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Lynn.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen. Dusty Kizer, the big fella's in the house with us tonight. I'm running production because, hey guys, we got another crash in the building.
It wasn't crash it done, it was it?
No.
How great would that be?
We didn't even think of that one.
What if Hayden looked in his rearview mirror and it was Crash going?
With his Bucky's cup.
Oh, you know he's got the Bucky's cup. We have decided that we can't call him Crash, so we're going to call him Bob Holly. Bob Holly.
Hardcore Holly.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right, because he started off with the race car gimmick.
He sure did. Spark plug.
Our spark plug. Spark plug Hayden Burks.
Yeah, that's it. He likes NASCAR.
He
does, yeah.
Oh, shoot, he talked for like 10 minutes this afternoon on the new NASCAR schedule. Well, guys, it's a naming starting quarterback season in college football, and both of y'all's, well, all of y'all's except for mine, because Rich ain't saying anything. We're not going to know who our starting quarterback is until
week 3.
The first snap against Robert Morris on opening day. But both of y'all's teams, guys, have starting quarterbacks: Aguilar for Tennessee and Simpson for Alabama.
I think it was pretty well known it was going to be Aguilar and I think it was our last show we talked about Simpson was named, but I don't think that's a big shocker to anybody, and you know it's kind of us repeating ourselves, or me repeating myself. But Josh Heupel has not proved me wrong, or has not shown me that he doesn't know how to get a transfer quarterback to play. I mean, hell, he made Joe Milton get drafted.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and Hendon Hooker.
He's looking really good for the Cowboys.
And Hendon Hooker's one of the all-time greats at Tennessee, and that's a transfer. So, you know, hopefully it'll just keep going.
Yeah, well, I think the whole situation was you had two guys that, sure, they had spent some time in the system, Merkwinger, a redshirt freshman, and George McIntyre, a true freshman that came in over Christmas break, but they had never played on the field against a real team. And Aguilar's a fifth-year senior, so only spent 2 years in Division I, but played 2 years at App State, who doesn't schedule easy. So he's played some big teams, played on the road. Whether he's looked good or not against them, he was with App State, so now he's at least going to have a somewhat SEC caliber team around him.
Well, listen, as long as he won't hold out and try to hold them up for money going into a playoff or run out of bounds with no time on the clock, hell, he's got I'm sold on him.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've had that happen twice to us in a 4-year span. A quarterback run out of bounds with no time on the clock.
What was the other one?
Ole Miss, Joe Milton.
Oh, yeah, that's That's right, because Hendon got hurt.
Yep.
Sorry.
But Joe Milton, he's not, his elevator don't go all the way to the top. You got to give him a little bit of pass.
I mean, he throws the football all the way to the top, but his
yeah.
elevator doesn't go up there.
Joe throw, not run.
Jesse, what do you think about Ty?
Listen, he's been in the program. Of course, we went through a coaching change, but he's been there. He's really done something that a lot of guys that we see and we've talked about on the show that hasn't done is be loyal.
Stay and learn.
He stayed and learned. He's played a few games, not a lot. He's getting reps late in some trash games and stuff like that. But listen, for somebody to beat, just to battle like he's battled since he's been in Alabama, I mean, I feel like he deserves a chance. Yeah. Is it going to be the answer? We don't know. Nobody knows, even with Aguilar. I mean, with 2 years in Division I understand that App State don't schedule just light, but he's coming to SEC football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's some like for y'all, you got these 2 young guys who's come in, they put the work in. Now, do they stay?
Mm-hmm.
And really, I was talking to my buddy of mine this morning about y'all's deal with Aguilar, and it's just a talking point, but what if he don't look good the first few games? What if he throws a bunch of picks? What are you going to say about Hype? I understand he's really been really good as a quarterback.
Well, I think you would almost have to give him a pass, even though, I said it last week. Heupel's, I'm not going to say he's on the hot seat, but he's
got something to prove.
It's year 5.
Yeah, he's there.
And don't get me wrong, it's not like the only thing you can really say he hadn't done is won an SEC or a national championship.
Right.
I mean, he's the first year of the extended playoffs we were in.
Yeah.
He's beat Bama 2 out of
y'all was
3
number 1
times.
seed. Y'all were number 1 seed at one point.
But he's got to win a big road game this year.
Yes.
He has to win a big
Absolutely.
road game.
He hasn't won a road SEC ranked opponent.
Yeah.
Right.
His biggest win is Oklahoma.
Yep.
And they weren't that good.
No.
But I think you would almost give him a pass on Aguilar because that's such a emergency type mode, and he only had him since all the deal with Nico's went on. He didn't have. So I think you would almost have to give him a pass. But now, I mean, you can't just, if it ain't working, keep him out there. We've got 2 other kids. Yep. Let's go.
Yep.
But it's so, I don't know what the culture is like in Alabama, but Hayden, not Hayden, other Hayden.
Yeah, little
Michael.
Hayden.
I really don't care who's out on the field or what, but there's one person Tennessee's got to get rid of, and that's Boo Carter's mom.
Yep.
You talking about a cancer?
Oh boy!
My gosh!
I'm glad I got my iPad right here.
Please update everybody. I've heard a little bit.
So
trashing the players, trashing the coaches, trashing.
So this is from a week ago. She said, "Bruh, Dion got 8 players drafted in 2025. WTF, legendary, all from one team. Never been a Vol fan, bruh. I'm a Boo fan. They finna hate me this year because IDGAF.
Mama Boo 6.
But what started all off was somebody got the receiver.
Yeah, Chris Brazier got pulled over speeding, and he had a license. And she said, but if it was Boo, it would have been all over social media. Okay.
Yeah,
never been a Vol fan.
And from what I understand, it's still going on with Brazier. Like we don't know his status coming into game 1.
Those charges were dismissed today.
Okay, well. But again, I don't know what Boo's on the phone telling her. He may be saying, "Mom, would you shut up?" And I don't know, but she got to go away. And I mean, I'm almost at the point where take Boo with her. If it means we lose Boo to get rid of his mama, go. You talking about bad sports parents?
Yeah.
Jeez. It takes everything I can not to get on Twitter and just start lighting her up. But I'm better than that now.
First, it's lighting up kids on GTA, and
yeah, some little 12-year-old in Korea.
Now it's Boo's mom.
We should have live streamed you playing, Grant, and especially the part where
you wouldn't be able to. Beep, 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 beep. It sound like Morse code sometimes.
The best part would have been him coming in and just taking from like that.
If she didn't, it would have been the best part. Is him middle game. Her not say a word, just come unplug it.
That's pretty much what she did.
Well, guys, let's take a look at some SEC win totals. So basically, we'll just go high or low or right there. Obviously, we're at halves, but if it's like say 7.5, and you think they're going to win 7, you can say right there with it. Alabama. This is according to FanDuel, 9.5 wins.
I think right there.
Right there at 9.
I'll go over.
You go over?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 9. I'm going to go right there with 9. What do you
I
got?
see 9 and 3.
Under.
You going under? How far under?
7-6.
Whoa.
So you thinking 6 and 6 and win a bowl game, or 7 and 5 and lose a bowl game?
7 and 5 and lose a bowl game.
All right.
All right, dude. Arkansas 5.5.
Under.
I hope under. 'Cause I'm hoping Tennessee's one of them.
Yeah,
But I think that's around right.
It's close.
I got them 4.
They'll catch somebody just like they did last year.
Somebody be
slipping up like us.
slip up on them.
I'm thinking under 4 or 5 is the best I see Arkansas this year. Auburn, it's 7.5.
Under. I don't see how Auburn got better than anything.
I don't either.
I'm really nervous just with how they're handling the whole week 1 situation with playing all 3 quarterbacks. Because it makes me think that Jackson Arnold hadn't come in there and won over the team, won over the coaching staff, so they don't really know who they got at quarterback. And if he's the guy and he had won the job, I'd feel pretty good about Auburn winning 7 or 8 games. But with this much on the line in week 1, because that's a big road game at Baylor, if they lose that, it could be a long season. But right now, I'm going to say right at 7.
And man, how much that kid's stock has dropped. I mean, he was right there.
He
was
was
1A or 1B with Nico and and Arch and that draft class.
Yes.
Because he came in and had that really good bowl game against Arizona, and then just last year just fell apart.
The old say, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. If you got 3 quarterbacks,
You really ain't
just
got-
implode the program
Yeah.
at that point. Start over, fire the coach.
Well, listen,
do
I
all
mean,
the things.
I don't know if Auburn's going to go. I think they're going to go under. I'll say this: I have enough faith in them. I wish Tennessee played them.
When's the last time Tennessee played?
It's
Was it
2020.
COVID? Was it COVID?
Yeah, it was the
I thought
COVID
it
year,
was.
and we went down there and should have won.
Jeremy Pruitt did it.
Yeah. That's the best way to put it.
Took a dump in a McDonald's bag is what they did.
That's what he did.
Florida 7.5.
Over.
I got him at 8.
I think this with Lagway, this is going to. If he's healthy, I mean, he's just
Well, that's
really
going to be the
started
two.
practicing
He's
this
healthy.
week. Yeah, he just started practicing this week. If he's healthy, that's an 8-9 win team.
Yep.
Georgia 9.5.
Over.
I think over.
I got him 11-1 right now.
Only losing to Texas.
Yep.
What you got, big fella?
Damn, Michael, we play them.
I'm going under.
At home.
I'm going under.
Under. I'm going. Yeah.
I'm sick of. I'm sick of Kirby. I'm sick of that program. They got a terrible program. I mean, they're in trouble all the time.
Can't drive.
Well, yeah. I mean, they ought to be. I don't know. I just
he's feeling now how we always felt about Saban.
Yep.
I'm sick of Kirby. We were sick of Saban. We wish you'd retired about 10 years ago.
Yeah, but he's run a different program.
I think it's right there. I think that's a non-win team. I think there's this. There's a lot of question marks on offense, and I don't think.
If I remember their schedule right, though, I don't know who if we don't, and Florida maybe.
Maybe they got Alabama. They're
We got LSU too.
They're ranked games right now. They got Tennessee, Alabama,
LSU,
Ole Miss,
I
Florida,
wish we played
Texas.
LSU more than I wish we played Auburn.
Yeah,
because Brian Kelly's fixing to be fired ass. Because them Cajuns ain't putting up with another year like
I don't
last year.
think he makes the season, but that game with Georgia LSU. I mean, it's a big game.
Well, but it's not a every year game though.
No, it's not.
The way the SEC
And I don't know
how much they're going to rotate it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what are they early or later in the year.
They ain't got LSU this year.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I agree with y'all that LSU's it's getting a little hot there for Brian.
Yeah, hey, listen,
It's real hot for him.
Because I'll tell you what game's going to do it. Vanderbilt, 3rd Saturday in October. Watch it.
Vanderbilt, is it at LSU?
No, it's in Vanderbilt.
It's
It's
at Vanderbilt.
it's in Nashville this year.
Is that the Diego Pavia upset game?
Yep.
You call
I'm
them
that's my their upset this year.
taking the goalpost through Broadway again?
See, I don't. Listen,
They lost by 7 in the swamp at night last
I
year.
think the whole Vanderbilt thing was.
You
just
mean at the Bayou at Death Valley?
Yeah.
Just LSU.
I just think the whole Vanderbilt thing was just a fluke last year. I think they're going to be embarrassing.
Well, they got Tennessee and Alabama at Tennessee and Alabama this year.
They got to go to Texas too.
And I know Tennessee beat them, But Pavia has been running that
Dude, that's what I'm
mouth
saying, like, his
about
mouth-
Tennessee, and of course you know Alabama's got it marked on the schedule
Yes.
since last year, and I do feel sorry.
He was
for
on the
that
Paul.
team.
He was on the Paul Feinbaum show about a week and a half ago, and he said, I don't remember exactly what the quote was, but something about we're geared to win a national championship. That's the standard.
Well, I heard him say that. And
Yeah,
I thought,
and
hell,
Paul-
is he talking about baseball?
That would be the only sport.
Well, and that's the thing. And then Paul Feinbaum looked at him like, huh?
And that takes a lot for Feinbaum
Yeah.
to look at somebody like they're crazy.
Well, and you would think though, as much money as at Vanderbilt, that they would really be doing great in this transfer portal and recruiting
But
stuff.
you got to
they
realize
don't.
who are they graduating? Doctors and lawyers and scientists, not football players.
All right, ain't that the truth?
I mean, seriously, I
Yeah,
mean,
it really is.
No.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like that's the thing.
Kentucky guys 4.5.
I got them
This
under.
is I think right at 4 or under, but
Yeah.
I think this is his. I think he's fired after this year.
you
too.
think Stoops is finally going to be?
You got to be, unless you're just Kentucky and say, "Screw it, we're a basketball school. We're paying him cheap.
Right.
Let's just."
I
keep him
think
back."
that's more the situation with Kentucky.
Well, and their problem with their schedule, they don't have an Arkansas or a Mississippi State on that schedule. I don't have a conference win for them. I got them 2-10.
Ole Miss, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, Auburn, Florida, Vandy,
Louisville.
maybe Vandy.
Maybe.
But it's at Vandy.
And Vanderbilt blew him out of the water last year.
Yeah, in Kentucky.
Listen, I got them losing Toledo week 1.
Yeah, Toledo's a favorite in the MAC.
Well,
that's
then he
what
may
they
not
use.
get fired because, like I said, Kentucky may be looking at it like, we're a basketball school.
Our
But
basketball
if you
program's
care
great,
anything about your
baseball's
football,
great.
he's got to go.
Yeah, for sure.
LSU 8.
I mean, hell, he couldn't even beat Jeremy Pruitt's Tennessee teams.
You said LSU.
No, he only
8.5?
beat them once.
Under.
And that was
Way
the
under.
year
He
that
should have owned them.
Yeah.
LSU 8.5. He's got.
I said under.
Under.
I got them right at 8.
Yeah, I'm
They're 8-4 every year. They're like Texas A&M.
I think it's. But I think this is the year the players quit on Kelly, and it's about 5-7.
5-7. Oh, I mean, I'm teetering 7 and 8 with that.
But they do have a very doable SEC schedule.
Oh, yeah. They got Florida at home, at Ole Miss, South Carolina at home, at Vanderbilt, A&M at home, at Alabama. That's going to be rough. But Arkansas at home and at Oklahoma last
But
game
no
of the season.
Georgia, no Texas,
But No
Tennessee.
no Tennessee.
They are at Clemson week 1, and then they're.
Well, we know what they're going to do week 1.
They're going to lose because they haven't done. They haven't.
I mean, shit.
Joe Burrow was the last
I bet that
quarterback.
$20 you still owe me. I'll give you LSU and 20
Against Syracuse or against Clemson?
Clemson. Brian Kelly can't win week 1. It's like he made a deal with the devil. He said, "I'll make you millions, but you'll never win on the first day." I don't know what it
Man,
is.
leaves Notre Dame and starts making deals with the devil.
Yeah. And also, let's see, non-conferences, Clemson, Louisiana Tech, and Southeast Louisiana.
and Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky is one of the favorites to win Conference USA at the end of the year. Who knows where that program is, where either program could be.
Because remember last year, about week 7 or week 8, LSU, the wheels started falling off, and they were losing to everybody.
Yeah, and right about that time, you got A&M and Bama around week 7, week 8. Mississippi State, 3.5.
I got them right at
Right
3.
at.
I got them right at 3.
I don't know who their non-conference schedule is.
They got Southern Miss, who won 1 game last year. They got to play Arizona State at home, Alcorn, and Northern Illinois. So
Well, you can't rule out Northern Illinois. I don't think they got a chance against Arizona State, but
they played them close last year on the road, but that was before.
that was early.
Way before we knew them.
And they got their conferences: Tennessee, A&M, Florida, Texas, Arkansas, Georgia, Missouri, Ole Miss.
I think right at 3.
3 at the most.
I'll give them 4. I'll give them 4. That's about as far as I'll go. Missouri,
3 non-conference win, and they'll pick up 1 SEC win somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Missouri 6.5.
I think I had them right at 6. Let me see if I can.
I think they'll go over 6. But I hate their coach so much. I'm going to say under.
I got them at 6. I got them at 6 and 6.
Let's see. Their non-conference: Central Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, UMass. Conference-wise: South Carolina, Bama, Auburn, Vanderbilt, A&M, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Missouri doesn't play a road game till October 18th.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might say over.
I think
We'll
it's
give
over.
them 7.
Well, I was thinking they didn't have their actual SEC schedule's not a gauntlet.
Well, they're another team that they don't know who their quarterback is. They've already said week 1 they're going to play both Bo Perbula and Sam Horn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have every team in the country except like 3 of them that know
Not
their
us,
quarterback.
baby.
Yeah,
We're set. We're set.
we know our quarterbacks. The other 13 teams, we don't know.
Now, after the first quarter, we all may be going, "Get the hell out of there."
Put in the third string. Save the second string.
Oklahoma 7.5.
Got them right there at 7. They have a rough conference
I
stretch.
got them under.
Well, they've got us. They've got
They
Texas.
go from October 11th to the end of the season. Texas, at South Carolina, Ole Miss, at Tennessee, bye week, at Alabama, Missouri, LSU.
Under. I'm going under 7.
That's
a
an
gauntlet.
easy under.
And I got a hot take off that.
Okay.
The next head coach at Oklahoma, because Brent Venables will be fired if they go 7-5 this year, John Gruden.
John Gruden. I thought you were going to say Josh Heupel.
No. We went through that 2 years ago.
Well, I'm
Not
hearing.
again.
Who am I hearing? Gruden.
He wants an SEC
He
job
just
so
wants
bad.
an SEC job, period. Yeah.
Who was it? But
he will go anywhere but Arkansas.
I think he ever since Belichick went to college,
Yeah.
that's kind of
He's
sparked it up for him.
Yeah, but I mean, Belichick went to ACC.
Jesus, I'm just glad we don't have to worry about every time we fire a coach here. And Gruden's coming. Gruden's coming. 4 freaking coaching hires. That's what we kept hearing. It's going to be Gruden this time.
Oh, they backed the
He's
bridge
coming.
truck up. They gave him a blank check.
Yeah. Ole Miss 8.5.
I think I got them at 9.
Yeah, and they'll lose. They'll win a couple that they probably shouldn't, but they'll definitely lose a couple that they shouldn't. So.
He'll lose a couple he shouldn't, and then he'll lose a bowl game.
I don't know. They whooped up on Duke this past year, but that was Duke.
That was Duke, yeah. South Carolina 7.5.
Under.
I think right at, just because their quarterback's going to win them a lot of games by himself.
You think so?
Mm. Yeah, he's stud. I wish
Virginia
we
Tech,
had him.
South Carolina State.
But I hate Beamer ball too.
So they got.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
It's their tough. Well, they got Bama at home. Oklahoma,
That's a rough stretch.
At LSU, at Ole Miss, and Virginia Tech and Atlanta to start the season, and at A&M. And then Clemson.
That's a rough schedule, actually.
7 might be really hard to come by.
I'd say that's
even in a good year. Tennessee 8.5.
I'm going to say right at 8.
I would say I got 8.
I would say 8.
I just, as much as I want to believe that we're going to go finally beat Alabama at Alabama, and we're going to go to the Swamp and finally beat Florida at the Swamp.
That was about 3 months old the last time that
I don't
happened.
think we have the personnel to do it after all this transfer portal and NIL stuff. I don't think we're that loaded, to be honest.
No. I would say I don't think we're deep enough to win those games.
Mm-mm.
Texas 9.5.
Over.
Yeah, over. Mm-hmm. I think Texas over.
Yeah.
10-11 wins.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty realistic for Texas this year. Even going to Ohio State, but I think it's realistic. A&M 7.5.
See, that's tough. They
always go 8-4.
They always go 8-4, and they always find a way to win.
But by God, they always start preseason ranked about 10th or 11th.
Yep.
Ahead of Tennessee. I didn't care that Tennessee was ranked 19th in some and maybe 20s.
23rd.
I think 24 in the AP.
Yeah.
Or the AP.
18th.
But I thought, why not? Why is Texas A&M ahead of us again? What did they ever do to be ranked?
They're always ranked.
Yeah.
I mean,
that Kyle Field money, they must just pay off everybody and say, well, start us out ranked.
Yeah.
We'll give you an extra.
So if they do beat us, it's an upset.
Right.
Not an
it makes us look better anyways.
Yeah, I got them at 8 wins. They'll go 8-4 again.
And finally, rounding out the SEC, Vanderbilt 4.5.
I think they'll go over.
I think they'll get 5 or 6.
Who's their non-con? Charleston Southern at Virginia Tech,
Georgia State,
and Utah State at home. I mean,
they're winning those 4.
Yeah,
they lost it. Listen, they lost at Georgia State last year.
Oh, that is right.
Yeah. But
after beating Virginia Tech, but they'll win those 4. I think that's pretty safe.
I just hope it's not. I hope by the time Tennessee plays them at the very end of the year, that's not the game to get them bowl eligible. Because they'll play it like it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they do have Kentucky, Missouri, and
Auburn.
So,
I mean,
those are winnable SEC games.
I would say they could get
games.
They could get 5 or 6.
I think it's a fair number.
Yeah. All right, well, coming up next, guys, we're talking some pro wrestling, and we'll go to our rants. That's when we return on Exports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down, or their 24/7 availability. You can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9099.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to X Sports Live.
You remember that time we went?
You remember that time when we was kids?
You remember that time Sam just kept blowing up the group chain and my phone kept dinging all the time?
Yeah, and we had to turn it off. Like
Pre-rent, my gosh, Sam, you're driving us crazy.
I mean, I have to keep my phone on charge when that thing goes crazy.
But on the good side, I got to know everything he ate that day and where he drove to and
the pictures that he takes.
All the crashes he didn't have that day.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It just kind of come out.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah. All right, guys. Pro wrestling is well, it's going.
It's something.
Well, I'm pissed off at it because Brock Lesnar ain't been back on TV.
I know. I was getting ready to bring that up right off the
bringing it
get-go.
up
What's
right now.
going
That's
on?
ridiculous. I'm about done with it.
I said it. I said it last show.
Yeah.
I said, all right, we've had 2 SmackDowns and 2 Raws since he made an appearance, and now we've had 3 SmackDowns and 3 Raws, and he still ain't made an appearance.
I think he's scheduled for either this next. I think the first SmackDown he's scheduled for is September 5th, so not this Friday, but the next. Oh, well, that's actually 2 Fridays away. So he'll show up eventually.
I mean, what are we doing?
For long, Dusty's going to be saying, "Boys, Lesnar's coming back."
That long? Yeah, it's going to be that long.
It's going to be that long.
It's going to be another return.
Going to be saying, "Boys, let me tell y'all something. Lesnar's coming back.
He's coming back. That black cowboy hat's going to walk down the ramp."
I mean, clearly they are setting it up for a final match or a big match with Cena.
Yep.
But
at WrestlePalooza.
And I get it. Him and Roman Reigns are part timers. I get that. Right. But I mean, you can't fly him out. You got some money because you've just made us all buy ESPN apps. So I know you've got a little extra money floating around. Right. So fly him out. Let him make an appearance or something. But they may be wanting to play this one secret and close to the hilt, I guess.
When was the last time Roman Reigns came out and said a word on a microphone? He just comes out the last 5 minutes of Raw, beats the crap out of everybody.
The crap beat out of him and his shoe stolen.
Yeah.
Combination of both.
Yeah.
Now, I saw something, and it was a tweet before Raw came on Monday night, and it had like the Braun Breaker and Jey Uso fight, and it was just like what was going to happen. It was Jey Uso comes out, hits Braun Breaker, runs his music back, blah, 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 spear, Roman comes out. It had the entire end of the show completely called out before it even happened.
I will say this. I am starting to enjoy, we're fixing to get, with that push into the table, we're fixing to get leading up to Paris and maybe even after Paris, CM Punk and LA Knight war somewhere.
That would be
because
fun.
they're building that up.
Yeah, because the stuff on the mic has been good between the two.
Yeah.
But I mean, at some point we need some finality to Punk and Seth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that's going to be. I mean, because they've been dragging it out since Punk came back 2 years ago.
Well, that's my thing. You've started this since he came back. That was his first match,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
No, his first match was McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Well, his first real match was the Rumble. That's when he tore his tricep.
Right.
And
Then he was out a while, but
he had that that really good rivalry with Drew.
But if that's not what you're building WrestleMania up to, is Punk and Seth, and not finally going to let him have his glory, I don't know. That's what I said I hated, because I think that means LA Knight's not going to be in that picture. He's just kind of going to be a filler. And I see him turning heel.
Who?
LA Knight.
Yeah, he's going to turn heel, because, listen, I know he's your guy, but he can wear the microphone out. He does a really good job in the ring, but I just don't think he's the guy.
I think. Well, I want him to. We may not ever get a chance to see.
That's true.
No, I just want the chance to see if he can run with it.
Right.
I just don't. I don't think,
because hell, he gets stone cold pops when that music hits.
But I think, to Dusty's point, is he needs to prove it against the Punks. Is that a fair?
like, I mean, because I mean, really for him, if you gonna push it, he's got to win this fatal 4-way.
Yep.
Right.
If they don't let him win this fatal 4-way, you can kiss it.
I don't
LA
think,
Knight.
Because it was the same thing with Money in the
But
Bank.
I don't think any of these other three are going to. I think they're going. It's going to be a feud where they're fighting each other and cost each other, and Seth's going to retain. I don't think you build. You waste that whole Money in the Bank storyline, him cashing in, if you take the belt off on the first PLE.
Right.
But with the way they're running LA Knight, I see what you're saying, but the way they're trying to run him right now,
they switched him to Raw.
He's got to win, or it's going to run out. Because you still got Jay behind him.
Right.
And then because you're running out of time to set up the whole Punk thing. I think that's the final part of it is Punk, and I think LA Knight's just going to get left out.
Well, I said
Which I hate, because he's, like you said, he's getting the pops. His matches for the most part are pretty good. There's a few botches here and there, but let's face it, every WWE
Yeah, they all have a botch.
has a botch.
We need to start moving some of these main event guys to SmackDown, because SmackDown has completely fallen off a cliff in the last month.
Cody doesn't make an appearance.
Because here's the thing, you look who's on SmackDown.
You got Drew McIntyre.
Cody shows up once a month. Drew McIntyre's back, so Randy Orton shows up once a month. You might get John Cena in there. I mean,
you might get Logan Paul,
maybe
best heel in
and
SmackDown.
then you got Fatu with that little bit with Sammy and Solo and them. But
but those are the only people that are out there every week. We need like I get they just took LA Knight from SmackDown and put him to Raw, but throw CM Punk in there and let him have a feud with Cody or something like that. Just something, just put one or two of those guys over there and make that show watchable again, because, I mean, I feel like I'm wasting 2 hours of my Friday night.
Is it not going to be McIntyre and
Cody
in Paris?
Not in Paris.
No.
Okay.
Because Cody's got to go film Street Fighter.
Okay. So there is no Universal belt.
Right.
It's
just that 4-way, and I honestly don't even know the other matches.
I don't know.
Well, what we were saying last week, I think
Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns for the shoes.
I think somebody is going to turn heel, and there's going to be a fourth member join that stable. I think, and I just out of elimination, I think it would have to be either Jay or LA Knight, because I don't think you can do it. You can't team Punk up with them.
How stupid would that be?
And clearly, since the only reason, listen, Jay's lost a lot of steam since that push.
I was getting ready to say.
They took the belt away from him, and he completely.
Well, they're having to bring Roman the appearances Roman's made for him to help him.
Right.
So, I want to see. I think LA Knight. It's like I said last week. God dang! I mean, you got all these guys that are up there in their years, and I mean, LA Knight's 40, but that's young compared to a lot of the guys.
And it's the age-old question in wrestling: when do you start to cycle your top guys to the middle, and then start building new guys? You always
LA Knight's 42.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, at some point,
Punk's what, 47?
Yeah, Punk's older than that. Well, that's basically 100.
Hell, that's older than us.
Yeah, 42 plus 47 is 100.
Punk's 46.
Yeah.
He's older than us.
Yeah.
Let's get y'all in the ring.
Yeah. I don't even know that me and Dustin been in good enough shape to referee.
I couldn't get back up when I started.
So I pulled a Vince. I pulled both quads.
Both quads and a hip.
I showed my wife that video the other day, and she was like, was that real? I'm like, yeah. He really tore
The
his
look
quad
on Batista's
in-
face was priceless.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was going,
what are we going to do?
Yeah. Or have you ever heard Edge tell the story like how he was walking back and Vince blew by him to get to the ring? And he knew something bad was about to happen. Dusty was even had a beef with Naomi because she announced that she's pregnant, and it's not doing the typical, "Hey guys, I'm out, I'm pregnant."
Yeah,
I'll see
like
you guys in 9 months.
I mean, just why? Why do you got to do that? I mean, I don't know.
That's her personality. That's her character, man. She kept it in kayfabe.
But it wasn't though, because she's sitting there right before she announced she's sitting on a couch with her husband on Stephanie's podcast, and it's the real Trinity.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's not character. So that was stupid, I thought.
Yeah.
well, I hope, and I don't know, have they announced anything what's going to be women's wise? But what they should do with a vacated title is set that up in some kind of tournament kind of deal, or some. I mean, I'm sick of seeing the fatal four ways in the women's match.
Can we have like a one-on-one?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see some build up
to
it and some elimination to it or whatever, but if I'm going to watch it, which I doubt I will.
Listen,
It'll
guys,
be in fast forward.
Y'all just let me know how it turns out. Because I'll be sitting at the couch going, boo!
Started that off at SmackDown. That was so good.
The first
woman out.
And it was the dark match.
Yeah,
it was the
dark match. Yeah, it was the dark match.
I mean, as soon as they come out,
dude, the amount of like 7 people went, snapped their head up there. We were doing what we're doing right now, cracking up at it.
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, it's too much, man. And Becky Lynch has got to go away.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's the women's division just needs new people, like new.
They got to do something different.
Yeah.
I mean, something. I mean, maybe we're just going to get to watch when Liv comes back. Her and Rhea can just fight every Monday and Friday, and just that'll be the end of the women's division.
Or Rhea and Io. I mean,
at least Io can do something. Yeah, but my goodness, that Becky Lynch is just.
And then I don't know if y'all seen Bailey's over there going insane. I would say those little promo videos of her like hearing voices in her head and stuff like that.
Shut up. I mean, it's not even a story.
I know.
Oh, she's just sitting in a room.
We're turning her to Mad Hardy, broken Mad Hardy. It's broken Bailey.
But all right, is it as bad as women's wrestling has gotten? Is it as bad as the WNBA? Do you feel that?
The WNBA is horrible.
So it's not that bad yet.
It's not that bad.
We still do have some good things to watch.
We do. We still have a little bit of left in WWE with the women. But WNBA, it ain't. They ought to take that plumb off cable. You shouldn't even be able to watch a game. That's the most ridiculous crap I've ever seen in my life.
Did you watch a game or something?
Well, you just see the highlites when you're on Sports Center, and you know, and they're having a hard time finding good spots.
Bad thing is their highlights is a made layup. Somebody hits a 3.
Yeah,
driving down the lane.
And listen, I mean, you know, all we've heard is Caitlin Clark. This I know she's been hurt now. Yeah. She's not even the best player on their team.
Yeah, yeah.
And who cares? I ain't going to the other one.
See, I knew how to get him on one.
The other. You got him all red faced.
I ain't going to the other.
Well, let's say this: we ain't seen no dildos thrown in the ring in women's matches yet, so we're still okay.
Don't give them an idea.
Well, we can't throw it. We can't take a drink because you can't have a lid on it.
Let me say this: you do that at a wrestling match, though, you liable to get dealt with at a wrestling match.
Yeah, somebody's liable to do something to you. Yeah.
I want to see. They gave Jay that shot, and he couldn't run with it. I want him to just give it tonight one time and see what it give it.
See what happens.
Say we're going to give you 2 months and see what this does. I think
give you a couple really good opponents.
I think he'd be hotter than a $2 pistol.
Well, right now with the state of how many like superstars are on Raw, I mean, I don't think anybody should have the title for more than 2 months.
What I love about LA Knight is he's a very good mixture of Stone Cold and Rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where there isn't much difference between him face, him heel. Work either way.
Yeah.
again, I'm biased, but
No, I think he'd be a great heel. Just his mic work.
and at some point, with all the amount of good guys he has to go up against, when you're talking maybe a Cena or maybe a Punk, someone's got to be the heel.
I love that promo he cut on Punk.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't come here to fight.
Yeah.
Not saying we got a problem.
Yeah.
But if you do it again,
we do got a problem.
Great. It's a great promo.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's gold with that microphone.
And again, the fans are popping, like Dusty says.
But here's the thing about this match that I don't like. Yeah. You got a heel and 3 face.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's what I say. I mean, it's clear.
Somebody's got to turn.
And no, I think Clint's called it where those 3 baby faces are going to just beat each other up, and then
something's going to happen where either Punk and LA Knight are going to take it into the crowd.
Yep. Yeah.
And just can't be able to. They're so pissed off at each other. Them two's going to go off.
And then Braun and Bronson come out and hold Jay down, tsunami him 6 times, and
that's the kicker.
Yeah.
Them two guys coming out. But I'm telling y'all, I got another hot take on something.
Okay.
Brock's coming back.
I hope. Braun Breaker's not going to be the dude.
He ain't the guy.
I've been thinking the same exact thing. I'm like, he just
listen. His ring work. He's athletic as hell. He can get them down. He can do everything.
There's a lot of botches in his matches.
A lot of botches in his match. His microphone is terrible.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't good on the mic.
And
what AJ said last week sounds like a white Mike Tyson, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for LA Knight or somebody to point
Call
that
it out.
out.
You know who I think gets him? Big Bronson Reed.
Really? But
listen, I like him. Yeah. I like how they set him up. Yeah. He's just
the Shula Fala.
Yeah. No, that's stupid as I've ever heard. But I think you're going to see Braun Breaker slowly get pushed out.
Okay.
And I don't know that once Seth loses that title and that all blows up, Reed will be a face.
Yep.
Instead of a heel.
Well, I think you can stay with. I mean, Braun Breaker. He's got Steiner blood in him, so he's going to be able to. But we said it, and you may not have been here. I don't remember, but I said you have to have him a mouthpiece like Heyman to speak for him.
Yeah.
And he's got to clean some things up.
Yeah.
Sure.
He is young though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got time to fix this.
I see if we're going to see Breaker break out. We need to do the tag team thing and like him and Reed actually make a title run and become the tag team champions and put those belts on the line every Monday night. You know, maybe I know that Finn and them's got the other one. I would like to see us combine.
Okay.
Well,
like every Monday night, an open challenge.
Yes.
Well, I want to see it to be if they're going to be the end all be all, the faction, then there needs to be something like. You've got whoever's your tag team champions out there, and then all of a sudden that music hits, and Paul Heyman comes out and challenges them or whatever, and then they every person in that faction needs to be holding a belt.
Right, and we need to. I mean, this was going to be my rant for the night. What I'm fixing to say, or I'll stop and then we'll talk about it.
Go right in.
Dominic Mysterio and the Intercontinental title's got to go.
Yeah.
That dude,
he's turned into almost a fan favorite.
I was about to say
he's a fan favorite, but my God, it's awful.
I mean, surely they're going to set that up eventually, AJ Styles, because his little last year run ain't getting talked about. But he's on his retirement tour, right?
He's on his retirement tour, and I think AJ would be a great Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Or do you put that title on somebody and put them in the stable?
Well, the problem I have with Dominic Mysterio.
What if AJ joined the stable? His last little run.
Yep.
Nah, I don't know if AJ's the one you want, somebody going out. I could see, like, LA Knight getting that Intercontinental title and being in there.
But the IC title is like the workhorse title. You want to see them fighting for it every week. And
that's what I'm saying.
When was the last time, like, other than
Gunther's had it
SummerSlam? I mean, when do we see Dominic ever defend it? In like a real match where you watch it and be like, okay, he could lose this one, not the stuff with Dragon Phoenix or whatever.
What are they gonna do with him? I mean, they got to be writing a story for him. He's hurt. I understand, but like, what are you gonna do with him?
Gunther?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's one of your big guys that's going to be on SmackDown when it all comes back.
Yeah, challenging Cody.
Seeing him and Cody going at it.
Him and Drew.
And like, I'm kind of like, where's Orton at? I mean, Orton.
He's part-timer.
He's part-timer, and he's probably getting ready to start his retirement run. Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, like, we've not been seeing him on TV. Like, where you at, man?
As long as we don't have to see him out there with Jelly Roll no more, I don't care.
That was awful.
What's
Jelly Roll, man? Come on, dude. Just sing. Just sing.
Yeah. You can be a manager. You can be in his corner.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, with a crowbar or a chair or whatever.
Hand
but
him some brass knucks.
I don't.
But
I'll say this: he looks on me honestly what it would look like if I was out there trying to go through the motions. But big props to him for laying on that table and taking that shot.
Boy, he did, man.
Because Logan Paul got up.
Yeah.
on that one.
And I've never seen somebody lay on it like that. Most time they lay long ways, and I would have thought that would have been a little easier on his body.
But you could tell every time it was a big spot, he started covered in jewels.
He done it every time. Every time. That's good.
You got any rants here?
Yeah, mine's one on the NCAA. I got a big problem with the whole Michigan thing. Just all of it. I mean, I'll go back to even them self-imposing the 2-game ban on Sharon Moore. I don't know who does the picking of what games it is, but it's definitely someone that favors Michigan. So the 2 games that he is being suspended for are their Week 3 and Week 4 games. Not Week 2 when they play Oklahoma. Not the next week when they play Michigan. When they play Central Michigan, or when they play Wisconsin, there's Central Michigan and Nebraska.
And then Week 1
next year when they play
Western Michigan in Ireland.
Yeah,
in Germany is when they play Western Michigan.
And then what the NCAA had brought down on them, the penalties, and stuff like that. And then it was a slap on the wrist. Let's go. They didn't have to vacate anything. Their former coaches are banned for forever, but who cares about that? They appealed it because they thought it was unfair. If I'm the NCAA, I'll take away the last 5 years. I just think it's pointless because all that showed is that you can cheat, win a national championship, and not get in trouble for it, essentially.
So here's my thing, and maybe I'm missing something. Why do we care if they take 5 years away, though? What's it matter?
Games already played.
The games have played. It don't make a hill of beans.
They're still going to claim that title.
They're still going to claim that title.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy's going to say, hey, listen, I won a title at Michigan. Harbaugh's going to say he won one. Don't care how many games you got suspended.
But everybody else puts an asterisk next to it and doesn't look at it like they don't value it.
The asterisk doesn't matter anymore. The only time that matters is in MLB in the Hall of Fame. That's the only time the asterisk's ever going to matter. It's not going to matter any other place. So, like, for me, I just assume just forget the whole thing and just let them go. I mean, because it doesn't matter.
Well, they've waited so long to do anything about it that nobody that was involved in it is even really involved in Michigan anymore.
Do something,
they should have done it then.
Yeah, or if you're going to do something and make it worth your while, okay, Michigan, guess what, this year, 2025, 2026, you're not playing in a playoff game.
Yes.
That hurts.
Right, yeah.
But if you say, even to more like, now you're going to be suspended these 2 games here, and next year you're going back. He may not even be there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And all these
what
players,
if they go 3-9?
Yeah.
And they fire
and all
them?
this money they spent, they're not going to be there next year probably.
Yeah.
So if you're going to hurt them, do it this year. So all right, you make a.
Well, I mean, they're
if
taking
you're the team in the country. Guess what? You're not.
They're taking a lot of money away from them too. And they
still got their team.
Yeah.
So why not hurt it?
They're not going to be able to pay them.
Today's time, if you're looking for a punishment, you take away transfer portal.
Yep.
Say, sorry, you don't get to receive any.
And I would say, and they've lost 25% scholarships.
Right.
I mean,
I mean, they're projected to be a great team anyways. What they've spent, so hit them where it hurts. Yeah. You're number 1 team country undefeated. Guess what? You don't get to play in a playoff game.
Yep. Well, remember it was.
They don't mean squat.
What was it? It was. I think it was Urban Meyer's first year at Ohio State. They went 12-0, but
because of the tattoos.
The tattoos with Tressel.
Yeah, they went 11 or 12-0. They even beat Michigan, but they didn't get anything out of it.
Right, and that's
because I would say I remember them saying that they were 11-0 and didn't have a number by their name, and I was 8-year-old me was so confused that
allowed to be ranked. Yeah, I remember that whole deal.
That whole thing's just garbage. The whole, like me and Clint talked about months ago, and we talk about it all the time now. College football is not college football that we know and love. I mean, 5 years ago, guys, just think about 5 years ago. 3 years ago.
Okay.
Right now, we're hyped about college football. And in all honesty, we're still going to watch it.
Yeah.
but it don't mean squat like it used to.
I will say in high school and middle school, like early August, you start reading the stuff about your teams and stuff like that. And it's the same guys that were there last year, except, the seniors are gone.
I mean, it's terrible, but right now, this right here is the only time I've talked college football.
I
don't talk it out.
It's the least excited I've ever been in my life about college football. And listen, that's in the shitty years of Tennessee football. Right. I mean, I would still get excited thinking, well, all right, well, maybe we'll see what we can. We weren't.
Yeah.
But, we could win a national championship this year, as far as I know, for Tennessee. And I have no interest in. I mean, I may watch, I may not.
I'd run the parade.
We'll watch big games. I mean, whether it's our team or not, but it just don't mean. It's not the same. It's too much changed, and I feel like, in my opinion, the change has been for the worst. Yeah. And until they change it back, it means that we know they won't never.
Yeah, but at least rear it back enough.
Well, we said on here one time, the people that can change it's the fans, and they can. Mm-hmm. But I tell you who probably has the quicker and the best impact to change it: NFL.
100%.
100%.
NFL would have the best chance to make these kids say, listen, we're not going to take you serious if you've been to 3 schools.
Right.
We're not taking you serious if you left a team high and dry.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for somebody that's how it could.
Right.
I mean, that would be the best way for, even if nothing changed wordage wise in the transfer portal or NIL on the NCAA side, it would teach kids, say, that team's already said they ain't looking for kids like that. And
well, I mean,
that would be, to me, the quickest way for it to start.
And most of these kids that are bouncing around and stuff like that usually flame out at the next school they're at, so they never even get a chance at the NFL.
And that's something I talk about. I mean, it's been going on for a minute. Joe Burrow started, somewhere else. Jalen Hurts. We can go down the list of the guys who started at a different college and ended somewhere else.
Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow's two different stories, though. That's not a transfer portal leaving for money.
Right, but it kind of started the whole leave thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jalen could have stayed and fought Tua for that position.
Right.
Yeah. Coming from a fan, I'm still the guy who says Jalen Hurts is better than Tua. Tua never really won anything in college. He looked good, but he didn't really do a whole lot. But you're right with the NFL, and I go back to your guy about Hooker sitting on the sideline, and I know he's been hurt a little bit at Detroit. Mm-hmm. But that dude could go play football and start almost in any other team.
There's at least 5 teams he could be starting quarterback.
Absolutely. Right.
There's one of them an hour and a half up the road.
I was going to say there's one in Nashville.
Yeah, there's one up there in Nashville.
But I don't want him to get murdered either.
No.
Yeah, their 2-win season they're going to have.
I like that kid too much. I don't want him to get killed.
Right. But you see what I'm saying? Like, that's just a once in a lifetime for me. Right. Like, he's, and that's why I go back to Arch staying at Texas. He could have went to any college he wanted to. He's got the name. His uncles could have called and said, hey, Arch is coming. He's coming to Tennessee or whatever. He stayed. Same thing with Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
They stayed. They hit the grind. Probably not going to win nothing. Neither one of them. I mean, I guess Arch has got a better chance than Ty's got, but they stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And
so far.
Yeah, so far. I mean, and there's other
but you
guys.
look at these quarterbacks that are
leaving.
Yeah. You look
Archie's.
You look at these guys that are projected first-round quarterbacks. Drew Aller spent his entire career at Penn State. Cade Klubnik spent his entire career at Clemson. I mean, there's guys like Nussmeier at LSU spent his entire career at LSU.
Right. Well, we hope that's the new trend. And along with Arch, we hope that's
I mean, you see, so like, I mean, it's
you see the guys that go and play at 2 or 3 schools, they never really even make it to the NFL.
Well, Cam Ward is the first overall pick, and he played at 3 schools.
That's fair.
He's a different guy than everyone else.
But listen, it's like I told you. I knew the Titans were going to draft him, and I couldn't get excited about it just for what he did in the bowl game.
Yeah.
He quit in the bowl game, and his team got beat. It's got to mean something,
right?
But listen, if you watch him on TV, man, you watch the 10 o'clock news when they do the sports and they're at Titans facility. None of that. He's the greatest teammate. He's the greatest all this crap. But yet nobody thinks about what he done less than a year ago.
Well, I mean, the good thing. Listen, I mean, it's bad to say, but the NFL is the accountability league now, not college football.
Not college football.
I mean, it
used to be the other way around.
Yes, you got a contract, you got to stand by it.
Yeah.
If you don't go somewhere until we tell you you're going somewhere.
Right.
My only rant. It's week 1 of high school football. All you got to do is scroll through the internet, and you can see bad sports parents everywhere. So this is the first of probably many of our reminders that your kid's not the best player on the team, and he's probably not the worst. And your coach is not the worst coach in the country, and he's probably not the best. So behave. Just try to behave, okay?
Well, and I'm going to piggyback off that, and I'll be done. Don't come to X Sports Network and watch us live and get in that comment section and start
dogging kids or
coaches because everybody sitting on this panel will cut it off, and we're not going to listen to it.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I call them out live.
Well, yeah, I'll call them out. Yeah, but just know
I got in trouble for it.
Well, there's a little difference between you and me. But really, like parents, if you can't not
go type it in your notes app or something. I mean.
Listen, the only thing you should be putting on our feed is "Go Eagles, Go Wildcats, Go Mustangs." Yeah. Other than that, nobody cares what you put or
you can even
what
say
you
or
what you thought about that
number 25.
Yeah. Nobody needs to know what you think about a certain official.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't.
Yeah. Even if we
the people in the crowd don't, so we don't either.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of took my rant a little bit. My son's playing t-ball now, so I guess I'm now into the.
You're in it, buddy.
You're as deep in it as you can get.
And
they're playing for the World Series next weekend. You wait and see.
and then they're going to another one with the same 4 teams in it.
Yeah. It's there was a few interesting comments during the t-ball game that I've only because I have to be at a volleyball game or some sort of game every night, so I've only gotten to see one, and a couple of the things I've heard, like. Literally, like my son is sitting in the dirt, and we got the girl next to him.
They're 3 years old.
They're 3, 4, and 5 years old. Like Vitello, Joe Madden, Craig Counsell.
They're not coming down here to watch it.
No, they're not.
These are toddlers.
They can't even squeeze a glove when the ball's thrown to them.
No, my son literally, you hit a ground ball to him, he runs by it, waits till it stops, then he picks it.
Yeah, that thing was moving. I ain't gonna get hurt.
What do you think? I'm gonna hurt my hand,
He's like, I'm keeping up with it, Daddy. There you go. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen. For Dusty Kizer and Clint Brazier, Michael Marks, and for Hayden Crash Bob Holly.
Bob Holly, man.
Bob Holly.
I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.